Hi guys! Sorry for not posting in a while lately. I was supposed to post speed paints weekly, but other than my audio issues, this happened.
The software malfunctions pretty often. It doesn't save the videos I recorded sometimes, and there's always an error about something.
I already tried exporting it, and this is the outcome.
It was never like this before.
And these files were supposed to be the recordings of my latest speed paint. But because of this problem, I wasn't able to make any speed paint videos at all. It did happen to my earlier pieces.
Like my loose Nocetta fan art, Baby Bug, which is the Ladybug AU I made for my little sister, and this homework from our History of Graphic Design subject. It's a huge bummer for me because I really wanted to post weekly as promised. I'm sort of lucky that some of my artwork survived and was able to be posted here on YouTube. Then eventually more of these unfortunate events came and took a toll on me. And I suddenly felt uninspired for weeks actually. Or maybe it has been months already. I've been in this break for quite some time. Well, maybe for a long time. But I have been drawing in traditional more often. It's honestly because of the school plates or art plates that we have to make. Plus, I'm starting to think that most people that follow me on social media thinks I'm dead, since I haven't been posting a lot than I used to. Hello! So this is my sketchpad for my plates of our Drawing 1 subject. So this is plate number 1. It's about the basic human figure. Don't worry, the private parts of these two aren't visible. For plate number 2, we practice more on gesture, contour, and volume drawing. I found the references on Google. I remember being so proud about this piece when I finished it because back then I sucked at human anatomy. Then here's plate number 3, Ctto. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's a study about values. Moving on to plate number 4, figure drawing. The references for this piece was provided by our teacher or instructor. Again, I was very proud of this piece because after learning about the basic human figure, which was our first topic, I was able to draw more portraits or people in whole bodies more efficiently. Next, for plate number 5, perspective drawing. I was also quite fond of this one because I got to design this myself and was able to practice more on values. Then, plate number 6, we had landscape drawing. I wasn't so happy about how the trees, ground, and sky turned out, but I'm quite okay with how the building turned out. And if you noticed that most of these drawings were in pencil, note that our instructor or teacher instructed us to only use graphite pencils as the medium of making our plates for the first semester. Moving along, we have plate number 7. It's about still life drawing. It's one of my favorites because I was thrilled with how this turned out. And by the way, I found the reference of this piece from Google once again. Now, on to my last plate, plate number 8. We were told to draw a portrait. A portrait of anyone from our loved ones, or we could just find some references on Google again. Of course, I picked my little sister. She's like the little princess of our family. She's the youngest of 5 and we adore her. This is the 5th time I drew her. She's a toddler, by the way. And another bonus, I'm gonna show you my visual journey sketchpad. It's actually one of the requirements of our class, so this'll be quick. So, here's Visual Journey 1. It's about line and I'm not quite happy with how it turned out, although I think I could improve this after digitalizing it. Then here's Visual Journey 2. We were instructed to draw 10 objects that can be found at home. I actually love the majority of my Visual Journey drawings, to be honest, though I'm not quite sure if I really like the first one. Then here's Visual Journey 3, Life Drawing. As mentioned, I did improve with anatomy and drawing people in whole bodies, even if it's live drawing, ever since I learned about the basics of human figure. These are live drawings of my family here at home. My father wasn't around, so he's not here in this drawing. Here's Visual Journey 4. Kind of like still life drawing. It's about lights, shades, and values. I drew an old little teddy bear I had since 7th grade and placed it in a cute little teacup. Then here's Visual Journey 5. It's about proportions. Again, I drew my siblings, and as usual, our youngest is right over here. And here comes one of the embarrassing part. This is Visual Journey 6. I must say, I am currently not taking architecture, so as you can see, I am clearly not that good at drawing houses. In time, I will improve, but right now, I'm still working on it. Oh, and I forgot to say that in our visual journey, we are allowed to use any medium except for digital art. Moving on, this here's one of my favorites as well. It's our Visual Journey 7, and it's about composition. We were instructed to create a composition using the rule of thirds. I don't know if I actually nailed this, but the score was pretty decent on this one, so I guess it's okay. But despite my doubt on whether or not it's the rule of thirds, I still love this piece because I haven't really painted a landscape with watercolor before, especially one with such warm lightings in an obviously cold environment. I don't remember drawing or painting something like that before. Moving on. Finally, Visual Journey 8, Art Illustration. We were instructed to illustrate a scenario in which showcases our imagination. It should be more like a fantasy or something magical, I guess. I decided to draw my character here, trying to communicate with a giant or titan, and alongside her was an old friend from her past life. I've been developing this character since 2016, and there's still a lot of room for improvements. So, we've reached the last of my visual journey for the first term or semester. Well, that's about it, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, and I'll see you next time.